What's up, everyone? This is my short attention span version of how amazing the world is and how so many things in your life uh, are just unattainable just a few years ago, or uh, so luxurious that the people that were the richest people in the world 50, 20, 100, 1,000 years ago could not even come close to touching it, and they would have paid a fortune just to be able to have it. So these things include your mobile phone, your internet access, the ability to travel and fly on airplanes, laundry, air conditioning, heating, all the products that you have, which, if you guys don't realize, are created from materials that are from all over the world. And because of our current global markets, we are able to do that at a very low price to the consumer. So everything from your clothing you buy to the food that you purchase at a store to the random plastic products that you get, like a selfie stick to take a selfie on your phone of yourself. These things came from components all over the world. So your clothing could have come from cotton harvested in a different country. The plastic selfie stick could have been manufactured in China. Food, lettuce could have from a tomato or a salad or cheeseburger that you ate could have came from South America, and then the tomatoes from a different country, and then the beef maybe a different state. All these things came together and provided you these things, and it is quite amazing. And I mean, all these very little things, the same thing, from laundry to being able to just use a machine to wash your clothing. These things weren't really there even 50 years ago. Um, Electricity wasn't a stable thing. It broke off in times, and then heating wasn't that stable, and then there was no internet and computers, and all these things weren't available, and your time was not able to be spent entertaining yourself with movies and all these things. And people take all that for granted. There's this great ride in, I believe it's Disney World. It's called uh, something like A Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow. It's in the Tomorrowland section of, um, I think it's one of the places in Disney World, and I think it's Epcot. And basically, they go through 3 decades, and then they shoot off into the future with things that are literally actually happening. But when the ride was built 40, 50 years ago, they're just like imagining bizarre futuristic things. And it's so incredible because it just illustrates how amazing all these changes are from every decade. Like literally, you see this person uh, having to wash and dry their own clothing in the weirdest ways, and then their housing was completely different, and the electricity often cut off, and they had candles that they had to light. And then the next decade, it's like, wow, I mean, things have changed, and they're so excited about these new things. And to us, to the audience, it's just like, okay, it's barely a change. Um, you're so excited to be able to use a telephone that you have to dial and put to your ear, and then there's a mouthpiece, and it only works for like 2 minutes. And they're so excited about this sort of stuff. And then, they're so excited about this new invention, the automobile, and now they don't have to ride on horses. And every decade, it's like small changes that they're so excited about. And now we're just like, okay. And then it shoots off into the future, and they have like artificial intelligence in the oven. So you just have to talk to the oven, and it'll cook the food for you. And then they have virtual reality headsets they put on their face, and then they're in this video game. And then you look through the window, and they're in space, and all this random stuff like hoverboards and stuff like that. So it's quite insane. quite interesting. And I guess I want to conclude with the fact that, long story short, it's interesting that I mean, it's all cool and stuff, but it's interesting to see that I feel like throughout these different advances in technology, you got happy people in every generation, in every decade. So it's not like the people who are exceptionally futuristic and have all this high tech stuff is infinitely more happy than the others. So I think that's very interesting, and it entails something and implies something about happiness. Anyhow, thanks for watching. See you guys later. Subscribe.